2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. In this game, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, they've only come out in front in one of their first 3 games so far. So a win tonight will be important to them, to be at 500 instead of 3 games under. And Kenny Atkinson, hired by Brooklyn back in 2016, another point guard turned coach. Shaq, he played professionally for over a decade.
Yeah, he played in Italy, Paisan. He played in France, Sebon. He played in Germany, Bratwurst. He played in Spain, Hola. You can make an excellent living playing abroad.
I didn't know you spoke so many languages, and you broke the barrier in one try. Wow. But he's been coaching since 2004, and as an assistant with the Hawks, he really showed he was ready.
All right, and now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. This game marks the end of the stretch at home for the Cavaliers, back on the road tomorrow. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Davis is out there with Allen, and it's Crabbe in at the 3 spot. Here's LeVert. Davis sets a screen. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. In a blazing start to the new season, we look at the updated power ranking. Some teams are hot and some teams aren't. Taking a look at New York. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And now for the Cavs, they believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
Offensive rebound, out to Thompson, puts up a 3, and it's Russell with the rebound. And early in the season, many coaches, Clark, still experimenting with rotations, who plays when and where. And How long has it been in your experience to have that established on a team?
Well, it varies from team to team. There are a number of factors. One, the coach, has he been there a while? Does he have an established style of play and system? Two, what's your roster like? How healthy are you? What's the mix and makeup of your team? So it could vary, but typically you'd like to have it not prolong itself into the regular season. You hope that a few weeks of training camp, and then by the time you get a month of the season under your belt, that you're pretty anchored into who you are and how you're going to try to play.
Good outline.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And he makes that one. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now here's Love. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Here's Davis. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Bit of an oversized playmaking guard allows Russell to see over and around defenders. Great look there.
Here's Clarkson. And he banks in the layup.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
LeVert the pass to Russell. Davis sets a screen. Russell off the screen. Again, the Nets for 2.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Russell against Clarkson. The screen from Thompson. And that one good from Clarkson.
Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Now, here is Russell. 32 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Clarkson with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta. Nice shot by Smith.
And Smith loves pulling up from 3. Never scared to fire when he's out beyond.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays. Whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Exactly. I mean, they've got to be the ones dictating the tempo and the pace. Keep the high-octane offense on the other side in check.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
That one is off.
And Love once had a 30-30 game as a member of the Timberwolves. The guy is a force.
So we can't get either to fall.
You know, after being in the cellar for a few years, the Brooklyn Nets have started to turn things around here. I mean, good young core to build around and add to, and I think things are starting to look up in every department.
And he's able to get it back. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
And LeVert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And he can't get the first one. And Clark, the Nets during this turnaround, they've done a good job of positioning themselves.
Yeah, you can look at a number of things. One, taking on vets with bad contracts to accumulate assets. Two, went from lacking picks in the draft to having a lot of options. Those things, when you combine them, help you speed up the process of getting better.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Smith kicks to Hood. It's a pick by Love. And Allen with the block. But they recover it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes it from 10. Out to Russell. Pass to Crabbe. Davis sets a screen. Grab the pass to Davis. Outside Russell. Allen, a screen on Clarkson. Here's Russell with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Clarkson to the middle. Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Russell following the score by Cleveland. And here is Crabbe. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. Back to Russell. Shoots over Clarkson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And that's now 6 points for D'Angelo Russell. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Smith outside. And Thompson kicks to Clarkson. The screen from Thompson. Love against Davis. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Hood. That falls. Great assist by Love.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Now here's Crabbe. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Back to Russell. All sorts of time. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Clarkson. Thompson sets the pick for Clarkson. Smith slides in, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Jetty Osman, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And George Hills subbed in for Clarkson. And a new group in for the Nets. Kenneth Fareed's checked in for Allen. Monday Hollis Jefferson comes in for Ed Davis. Damari Carroll's checked in for Alan Crabbe. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. The free throw off from J.R. Smith. Clark, when you played, you were dominant inside. Are you surprised at how perimeter-oriented the game now has evolved into?
No, not really, Kevin, because of the three-point line and what it means. The game was created as a game of putting the ball in the basket. Initially, it was by getting the ball as close as you could to the basket with big guys or drives, and now with the three-point line, shooting has become a premium, and it's really one of the great elements of the game for me, and I love the way folks are playing it now.
Defensive rules have sure made a big difference in this game, haven't they?
Yeah, great point.
For 3, Hill. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Hill kicks to Fry. It's back to Hill. They set the pick. There's the triple. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Hill. And it's 8 points for J.R. Smith.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Dinwiddie passes to Russell. Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Smith. Dinwiddie dishes to Fareed. Outside Russell for three. They get it again. It's deflected. Hollis Jefferson, good. And the Nets lead by 8. For Cleveland, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Russell against Hill. Pass to Osman. In the corner, Smith with it from past the arc. And it's Osman missing. Brooklyn leading by 8. Releases. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions. And unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
And, you know, Greg, that's the case a lot of times when you have an uneven matchup like that. I mean, the longer it stays close, the more the underdog starts to believe it can win.
And Cleveland making a change here. Korver's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Nets leading by 8. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. Harris a screen. Carroll passes to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Hill. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Tries again, and he sinks the layup. Fry's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
Now here's Carroll. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the screen. Dinwiddie. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
To the wing right side. Here's Osman. Here's Nance. And it's blocked.
The 7'2" wingspan of Hollis Jefferson paying off right there. His defense can be suffocating.
Nets leading by 8. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fareed, no good. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Nance dishes to Hill. Back to Nance. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris against Corver. Harris kicks to Carroll. Here's Dinwiddie. But they'll get another chance. There's the 3. And Jamari Carroll, good for 3. Carroll's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Hill. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And in my opinion, Hill is simply one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. While he's not that tall, he's got exceedingly long arms, and he does a great job using that length to dissuade passes and to challenge shots.
The free throw drops for Hill. Both free throws good from Hill. With 1 on the clock. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets out in front, up 9. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
And we know energy and effort go hand in hand, and they won't be denied playing with a bunch of energy, easily coming up with those offensive rebounds, too.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. So for Brooklyn now, Carroll is the 3 with Hollis Jefferson at the 4. Then there's Kenneth Faried. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. They set the pick. Here's Hill. Here's Osman. Lays it up off the glass. Osman's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Cavs.
I'm always appreciative of the aggressive mindset. Get it down in the paint and go to work with confidence.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Faried. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
This is Faried's bread and butter now. He finishes inside because he stays within himself.
And Kenneth Faried, an outstanding performance with Team USA in 2014. But, Greg, his minutes have gone down in recent seasons.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great rebounder. He's got all the athleticism you need, but he's not a shooter or a big-time defender. In today's game, you need your big man to do at least one of those 2.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Nets. Fry, that's for 2. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Love's check in for Nance. Here is Love. The dish to Fry. That's tipped. Love kicks to Osman. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 3 assists tonight.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Faried outside. Here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded by Hill. Carroll, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From about 16. Rebounded by Faried. Faried's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Hollis Jefferson. No good that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Here's Hill. Brooklyn with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Dinwiddie. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Dinwiddie's got 6.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kills, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Now, here's Fry. Here's Love. Rebound, Brooklyn. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Well, the effort plainly was not there. I mean, they often settled for tougher, lower percentage shots, and that makes it hard to win.
And he makes that one. Love's got his second basket.
So impressive how quick Love gets his shot off, Kevin. I mean, even when the defense is on him, he knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's got 6. There's Hollis Jefferson. It's blocked. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Carroll passes to Harris. Screen by Fareed. Just 5 to shoot, and stolen by Love. Osman kicks to Hill. To the middle. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It always seems like great teams find the best glue guys, the guys that make them a team. Who are some of those players who just bring a team everything and bring it together?
I call those guys value utility guys because they do so much that helps you win, and things just seem to run better and go smoother when they're on the court. And there are a lot of them that fall into that category. They're not your primary stars, but they make the stars better. Robert Covington from Philadelphia has that ability because he shoots it well and defends multiple positions. And Draymond Green is probably at the head of the class.
By the way, you're our glue guy. You're a 2K.
Glad to be part of the team.
Rodney Hood's checked in for the Cavaliers. Clarkson comes in for George Hill. He doesn't get the second one.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
LeVert, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for Cleveland.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from 3-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
And the first one at the line is good. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Brooklyn. Good on both. And the Cavaliers call time here. A lot of super teams trying to form right now, Clark, in the NBA. Golden State, one of them. Talk about some of the sacrifices stars have to make, for instance, in Houston when they join forces.
Kevin, that's such a great point, and one that's often just overlooked or underemphasized, the sacrifices you have to make to be a championship team. And usually that starts at the top of your roster with your best players. And sometimes they have to bend and mold their games to the people around them. So that's the hard part of it. Just because you put together a lot of talent, as we've seen, doesn't mean you're going to win a championship. So the sacrifices, the commitment, those are big parts of contending for title.
Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Kevin Love. Russell kicks to Davis. Pass to LeVert. He feeds it to Allen. Chalk up 2 there. Allen's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the way LeVert moves the ball, it's all about doing what's best for the team from his eyes.
Now Clarkson. Thompson in the corner. Korver dishes to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Love.
Solid vision by Clarkson. Got it to his teammate in a great spot.
Russell passes to Allen. Allen, a screen on Hood. Hood against Russell. That shot, no good. 18 that time from Hood. For Cleveland, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Clarkson kicks to Corver. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. LeVert the pass to Russell. Offensive rebound. Here's LeVert. 6 points for him. Nets passing it around. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You got to D up LeVert better than that, Kevin. I mean, he excelled at scoring over the defense.
Clarkson kicks to Hood. He dishes it to Love. Puts it up from 17. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Hood. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Davis. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland's gone 1-2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Passes it to Clarkson. Now here's Love over Davis. And Davis sends it back. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Brooklyn leading by 8. To the wing on the left. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First one falls for him. And Allen drops them both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And then Smith with the dunk.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Here's Cram following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Allen. There's a screen. Here's LeVert, covered by Smith. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 6 in the quarter.
Like the way LeVert controls himself, always under control, knows what he's looking for, takes his time, particularly when he's close to the basket.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
And checking out some stats for D'Angelo Russell. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
Now, here's Clarkson. Kicks it to Love. Shoots it. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Cavaliers trail by 10.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
And here's Russell after Rodney Hood was able to get the triple. Outside, Davis. Allen right side. Davis setting the pick for Russell. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Russell's got 13. And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
Well, I liked the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
He doesn't hit that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Thursday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And for that game against the Hawks, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
That free throw, no good. Nancy's checked in for Kevin Love. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And they haven't converted once from the line this quarter.
Crabbe dishes to Russell. Back to Crabbe. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
Yeah, Crabbe loves getting these opportunities to throw it down with force. Impressive athleticism. You know, Alan Crabbe is a strong shooter, and it's fair and accurate to call him a 3-and-D type of player. He came into the league known mostly for his defense, but that had fallen off for a spell. Fortunately, he was able to get back on track and be a two-way player of some value.
That's good from Crabbe. And last season, Crabbe heard the complaints, Clark, about his defense and used it as motivation.
That's the way you have to do it, Kevin. I think constructive criticism is really the last thing you want to hear, but it's really what you need to hear if you're serious about getting better. And to Crabbe's credit, he took that constructive criticism to heart, went to work, and he's gotten better as a defender.
Now, here is Russell. 13 points in the game. Davis sets a screen. Here's LeVert. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And so it's Cleveland with it. After the basket by Brooklyn.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Outside, Russell. The pass to LeVert. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound, Nets. Another shot. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Clarkson passes to Thompson. Put on the wing. That 3 off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. There's a minute left to play in the first half. Crabbe kicks to Davis. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, He's still got to make these shots, in my opinion. Always enjoy solid, good passing, easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 13. Davis sets a screen. Back to Russell. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Hood. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Russell against Clarkson. Outside, Russell floats one up. Here's Davis, and the layup is good. Davis has got 6.
Really like how he used his body, got outstanding position on the boards, and then maximized it.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks. JR, evaluate yourself in the first half, and what do you think you need to do in the second?
Well, I'm just starting off attack. Wait and see what my jump shot does in the second half, and try to get that free throw line.
We'll see how that goes, JR. Thanks, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have an 8-point lead. And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Now, here's Clarkson on the perimeter. Smith and Hood. Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. And it's Clarkson in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And, you know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first team all-rookie and continues to develop.
It's his first trip to the line.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And he knocks down the first one.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Hood with it. Jacks up a 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Pass to LeVert from past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 6th assist on the night.
And, you know, LeVert, when he's on a roll, he's like a boulder. It just keeps snowballing in a positive direction, and nothing can stop it.
Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Hood. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, he mistimed it just a skosh. Don't think the defense really had an impact. I think he just flat out missed it. And, you know, where was the defense there, Kevin? I mean, even though he missed it, that was not a good effort. Pitiful.
Clarkson kicks to Hood. And Allen with the block. Knocked loose and stolen by Love. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And here's Russell. He's got 13, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
The number 2 pick of the 2015 draft, Russell trying to mature into the leader everybody expects him to be.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, you look at D'Angelo Russell, and this season and last season, I really think it was just about maturing, and that goes with all young players in this league. It's a process. I thought he needed to get away from L.A. and the episode he had there with his teammates, and I think he's now more focused and knows more of what it takes to be successful in the NBA.
And for Russell, he had maturing to do, Clark, off the court, but he has also showed maturation in his game on the floor as well.
Yeah, it's a natural progression for guys who are eager to get better and take constructive criticism seriously. He doesn't force it as much on offense now. He knows the importance of being efficient with the ball and not spectacular.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. And Rodney Hood getting traded last season in part because, Greg, he was due for a big contract this last summer.
And you just knew Hood would be a player a lot of teams threw offers at this year. Rare to find guards as tall as Hood who can shoot the way he can, just entering his prime. And the contract this team gave him might be a bit of a gamble, but it's one that could pay off in a huge way if he keeps improving.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 7 in the corner. Smith with it. Sinks the triple. Smith's got 18 points in the game.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Allen, a screen on Clarkson. Russell against Clarkson. Passes to LeVert. Allen, a screen on Smith. 5 on the clock. Pass to Crabbe. Shoots. And it comes off the front of the rim.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Here's Hood. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Russell passes to Crabbe. Davis with a screen on Hood. Got a piece of it. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Clarkson. Dishes it to Love. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It goes on Ed Davis. The Cavaliers have really been struggling with their free throws. Only made 5. More misses than makes so far. The first free throw is good. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Osman comes in for Rodney Hood. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Smith. And George Hills subbed in for Clarkson. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. And it's tied up with that one. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Russell dishes to Allen. Back to Russell. From outside the arc, the rebound by Kevin Love.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
It's stolen by Allen. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Osman. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hill kicks to Love. For the lead. Tipped away. Over Davis. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Korver passes to Fry. Here's Osman. Some nice passing by Cleveland here that gives them the lead.
Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
Brooklyn trailing. Outside, Russell. Tries to snap the cold streak, and that one, good. Russell's got 16 points.
The mid-range game, and when guys have that, there's no question they can shoot, and this kid can shoot.
They set the pick. Hill kicks to Fry. And the pass to Osman. He's looking for Love and finds him. Just 5 on the clock. And Hill has it in the corner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Russell. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Hollis Jefferson passes to Allen. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Hill. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And let's check out some stats for George Hill. How he did last season. Averaged 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Free throw drops for Hill. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. On the wing, Harris. Rob. Harris against Korver with the shot. The Cavaliers keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Here's Harris following the score by Cleveland. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Kevin Love. Coming off a terrific season, 12th in rebounding, 12th in free throw percentage, and he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. Back to Corver. Over Harris. The rebound by the Nets.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately, they came up empty.
Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Cleveland.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
And so here's Cleveland. It's a one-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Excellent awareness there, zipping the ball over to the perfect spot to score.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the wing on the left. Carroll with the three. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 17-7 run. The feed to Fry. Stolen by Fareed. Now here's Carroll. Defense is right there. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Outside Hill. Rebounded by the Nets. Fareed's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Nets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Left side Harris for the tie. Drains the three-pointer. Harris has got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Deep 2 from Hill. Misses off the right iron. Brooklyn's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Feeds to Carroll. And the layup's good off the glass. Carroll's got his second bucket of the night.
Like how assertive Carroll is near the basket, capitalizing inside.
Corver kicks to Hill. Over in the corner, Osman. Puts it up from 17, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Nets with the lead. It's stolen by Corver. One-on-one fast break. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
But they're rebounding. They've given themselves a lot of second chances, and it's really helped them.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Here's Osman. He's got 7. Nance trains it from 9 feet away. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Cleveland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
For the Cavaliers, Thompson comes in for Channing Frye. And Smith subbed in for Jetty Osman. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. To the paint. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got 8.
I can't find an excuse for letting Dinwiddie get this positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you're toast. And, you know, Spencer Dinwiddie appeared to come out of nowhere. Played in college at Colorado, got hurt right before he was drafted. But he's an outstanding competitor who does all of the little things it takes to win. I mean, you watch him play, and it's easy to see why he earns a coach's trust on the floor.
Nance, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And for Dinwiddie, he has the sound fundamentals coaches love. Got an invite to the skills competition last season.
Yeah, he's fluid, but he's almost robotic in that he doesn't waste any movement, and that's a compliment for this guy. I mean, he's not really flashy, but super effective because he knows his game, and he does a nice job blending in with his teammates.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Rodney Hood comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Hill. And the Nets making a change here as well. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson.
Well, I really like this kid in college at Colorado. An effective player is Spencer Dinwiddie. He really does it all. Scores, rebounds, passes, defends. Good all-around player.
And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Harris has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Smith outside, and it's Hood in the corner. Pass to Clarkson. And Nance kicks to Clarkson. Just 4 to shoot. Steps back and shoots. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can.
Screen by Fareed. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Clarkson passes to Hood. Will it go? Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hood's got 16 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Fight through it, okay? You got to screen better, play with more pace, all right? Just for 5 minutes. Give us 5 hard minutes, okay? Hey, next play is 1 hawk. See how they're playing.
And the coach wants some energy here.
I mean, it's going to come down to who wants it more, point blank. And Coach Lue is trying to up his squad's aggressiveness.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. So for Brooklyn now, Damari Carroll is out there with Alan Crabb. Then there's Harris. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. The offensive rebound. Faried, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Smith, the pass to Nance. And the shot is good. Nance has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Cleveland.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Screen by Faried. Here's Carroll, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
And, you know, last year for Damari Carroll, it was a career year. I mean, highs in points, and he finally got back to playing the kind of ball that he felt he could. Nobody thought much of him heading into last season, but he ended up playing a major role.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And last season, Clark, for Carroll, he was essentially given away as a salary dump, but it worked out.
Yeah, you know, you think about it, after playing for 7 teams in his first 9 seasons, you wondered how he would make the best of the situation. Well, it certainly helped that he got to reunite with a familiar face in Coach Atkinson, who had been with him in Atlanta.
Carroll hits them both.
You know, a rugged, experienced player. The shooting and defense Carroll provides is really what makes him so valuable.
Clarkson against Russell. Now Clarkson for 3. Smith. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Puts it up from 15. And it's LeVert missing. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Allen against Thompson. Here's Clarkson. Nice D from Russell. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Clarkson. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Kicks it to Carroll. They set the screen. Russell sets a screen for Carroll. Screen by Russell. 6 to shoot. There's Crabb with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Nets lead by 6.
You must chase Crabb off the 3-point line because he's very effective at scoring from there.
Thompson sets the pick for Nance. Smith on the wing. He kicks to Clarkson. The dish to Nance. He feeds it to Smith. Count it. Good. Smith's got 20.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. LeVert the pass to Allen. A second chance effort. The shot comes out. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Clarkson. Down low. Nance. Yep, that one goes.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Allen, that's good.
And you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Nance dishes to Clarkson. And Nance kicks to Clarkson. Smith the pass to Clarkson. No good from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
Hood drives in. Here's Nance. That's tipped.
And, you know, a strong physical defender, when Carroll's in the area, he's got good timing to block shots.
Crab, good. Here's Clarkson. Nance outside. Allen with the rebound.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
The Cavaliers trail by 6, and no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one. Russell with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's not exactly striping him from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Love check in for the Cavaliers. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Davis is checked in. Here's Russell. Second chance shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Davis. And both free throws good for Davis. Now, here's Clarkson. Love outside. Back to Clarkson. From deep. And it's Love missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Tries again, and it's Davis laying it in. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
And here's Love for 3. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Boy, it sure is a lot of fun watching Love bury these outside shots. I mean, when he's hitting from deep, it opens up things for everybody.
Allen with it, now guarded by Hood, and the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Hood. Here's LeVert, covered by Smith. LeVert the pass to Crab, 5 to shoot from downtown.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Hood on the wing. Back to Clarkson. Love with the screen on Russell. To the inside. Love can't hit.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
Crab in the corner. Drills the three-pointer.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And Love has it in the corner beyond the arc. Love with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To the wing on the left. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And now it's a 10-point Nets lead, and the Cavaliers call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, D'Angelo Russell.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped 2 straight leading into this one and did not want to lose 3 in a row. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. And we'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Hey, you know, the mid-range, Jay, continuing to look better over time for LeVert, showing real improvement in knocking that shot down.
Clarkson against Russell. It's stolen by Davis. Here's LeVert. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. LeVert's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
And he makes the first. The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Both free throws good from Hood.
Textbook shooting from the stripe. Great form, soft release. Mark it up.
Nets leading by 10. They set the pick. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Passes it to Crabbe. Allen, a screen on Clarkson. Here's Crabbe. Outside for Davis. Floats one. That shot misses. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it. They're not going to run that play very often. But, hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Clarkson. Pass to LeVert. Kicks to Davis. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Love outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Ed Davis. First free throw is good. Good on both. Here's LeVert. The pass to Dinwiddie. He kicks to Crabbe. A 3 ball. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Love outside. Over Davis. And he can't bank that one in. To the left wing. Grab the pass to Allen. Back to Crabbe. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dinwiddie. No good on the triple. Cleveland now. Time running out. Clarkson with the ball. Smith on the wing. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Clarkson. Dinwiddie kicks to Davis. Pass to Crabbe. Here's Dinwiddie. Shoots over Clarkson. Dinwiddie's shot is off. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Gets the first. That brings them within 8. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Corver comes in for Hood. And George Hills subbed in for Smith. Then for the Nets, Fareed's checked in for Allen. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Crabbe. And Harris subbed in for LeVert. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Brooklyn with the ball. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Passes it to Hollis-Jefferson. Davis dishes to Dinwiddie. His three-pointers off the mark. Corver passes to Love. Trifecta!
And everything's flowing through Love tonight. And the plan is working like a charm. This has been a remarkable performance.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kenneth. The front court really carried you tonight. Looked like you put your team on your backs.
We won. That's all that matters. You know, us bigs was able to just, you know, go clean up, go get rebounds and putbacks and things of that nature.
All of it adds up to a win. Thank you, Kenneth. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.